I have now logged in as an instructor. Let me schedule a class that we would like to delete. So choose dance fitness, choose some later date, choose the time and schedule. Alright. Now let me make 5 bookings for this class so that we can build and test the class cancellation feature correctly. And to make the bookings, I'll use Tinker. If you've never used Tinker, it's a command line tool in Laravel that allows developers to interact with the application's code and data. Let me enter the Tinker environment using Sail Artisan Tinker. Here, we can write any code and execute it just like we do within the application. So let me first get the ID of the class we just scheduled using ID equals schedule class latest first ID. Okay, and it is 12, all right. Now let me get a collection of 5 members or even 3 members. Members equals user where role is member and take 3 get. Okay, and yes, we have a collection of 3 members. Now for each member, we can attach a booking. Say members each function member, and we say member booking attach. Sorry, bookings, this is attach and pass that number, which is 12, and then close the flower braces and close the brackets. All right, this must be done. Let's see. We're not seeing it here. Let's look at table class and check. Yeah, we do have the bookings for our scheduled class 12. All right. Now let me exit Tinker by typing exit. Okay. Now in the destroy method of the booking controller, we need to check if our event listener is working. So go to booking controller, scroll down, not in the booking controller. We have to go to the schedule class controller, and in here we need to check if this event is firing and if the listener is able to get the scheduled class and so on. To check the working, let's go into the listener. What was that? Notify class cancel. In the listener, let's add a log. You can add logs in your code using the log facade. And you can choose from the different log types like info, error, and so many such types. You can refer to the documentation for the same. Here, I will just say info. And let me just log in this schedule class object itself, and let's see what we're getting. Logs are stored within storage, logs, and you can see the laravel.log file. But I'm not going to open this log file and check the logs. Instead, we already have Telescope installed. We can look at that right away in a much better format. So go to localhost/telescope, and here, logs, right now it's empty, of course. But even if we fire the event, we won't be able to see the info logs here, because by default, this records only the logs that are labeled as error. To change that, let's go to the telescope config, open telescope.php within the config directory, and scroll down to the place where it has, or let me search for it. Search for log watcher, or it's right away. And here, log watcher, it says level error. So let's remove this line, save it, and now we might be able to see the info logs. Alright, let's go to the browser and try cancelling the class. But before that, let me comment out this. We don't want to actually cancel the class and keep seeding it again and again. So let me comment this out and see if we are getting the log. Go back, refresh, cancel this class, and it says log not found. Of course, I might have not imported it. Yeah, class is imported now. Try again, refresh, continue. Yeah, no error, which means it might have worked. And yes, we do have the log right here. See, we are getting that scheduled class 12, instructor ID 3, and so on. Which means our event is being fired and the listener is able to grab the event data. As you can see, Laravel logs are useful for recording important information about what's happening behind the scenes. They're especially handy when something goes wrong, and it allows us to retrace the steps and figure out what's causing the issue. Using logs here, we know that the event is firing and everything is working. Now we can move on and build our mailing feature.